Hello guys, welcome to this playlist Manage Your Data. Myself Harshit Gusani, I'm an application engineer at Engineering Technique. In this video, I am going to cover about the functionalities of 3D space application, which is a part of CIA rule. So without wasting time, let's get started. Okay, we have some useful social and collaborative applications available inside of 3D Experience platform. It provides a comprehensive set of magical user experience to enterprise users across the whole product lifecycle, like everyone from designers, managers, manufacturing planners, and also suppliers and vendors that allow them to effectively collaborate with each other. 3D Space application allows you to create and manage collaborative spaces that are dedicated to content storage and collaboration and content. In simple words, with the help of 3D Space, we can create collaborative space that is dedicated to specified content we want to store into it. In 3D Space, we can invite people, manage the content, edit the properties of collaborative space, change the thumbnail picture, and can delete the collaborative space from here. So I have many of the collaborative spaces created that is dedicated to specified content storage, like this, to store standard files of resume project. Now let's create a collaborative space to store design data of resume project. We can create a collaborative space from this blue button or by right clicking on this empty area. So let me click on it. We will name it as resume design data, and similarly for the description we will add as for all the design data of resume project. Family, we will have two options visible, design and standard. For the visibility we will have three options available, public, private and protected. But notice that if I select the family type as standard, I will only have this one public visibility option selected as default. Let me tell you how it works. Content stored in a standard family is standard content, which means the maturity of the content has already been achieved and doesn't need any further development. While in design family, we undergo PLM and develop the product. That's why for standard content, public visibility as default option. Rest, private means content will be visible to members of the collaborative space only, and protected, content with released and obsolete maturity state is visible to everyone, and in public, free from the maturity, content is visible to everyone in their organization. I will select private for the better confidentiality and say create the collaborative space. And as you can see, our collaborative space is created. Let me enter into it. Okay. So I will have access to this menu from this arrow to add a content and we will have methods to add a content inside of our collaborative space. First we will see adding a content from our local disk, like let me select this design data file, let me say open. We can track the process from bottom, and as you can see from the couple of seconds our file is added. So that was the one method of adding content inside of collaborative space. Secondly, we are going to add content from SolidWorks Connected. So let me switch to that. SolidWorks Connected has a similar user interface which we used to have in SolidWorks. So ultimately SolidWorks Connected is a full version of SolidWorks that installs on your system from 3D Experience platform. As you can see, you will have access to similar commands and tabs, similar feature manager design tree from where we can manage the parts and assembly files. In the right hand side, you will have access to 3D Experience task pane, which looks quite similar to feature manager design tree. Notice the icon difference between assembly and sub-assembly files. Now, in the 3D Experience task pane, notice the orange icon which indicates that the file is new. Let me stretch this a little bit out. And as you can see, the file is new and the file is not yet been saved inside of 3D Experience platform. We can save files by using this button, save with options, and we are presented with our dialog box from where we can ensure that our file is being saved at correct collaborative space. We just enter a title and let me click save, and our saving process has been started. Now we can store our assembly file inside of the bookmark editor from where we can easily access it We can also export all this assembly and part file information in a Excel based output. And if we are bumping the revision, we can add a revision comment here. Let me just click save. And as you can see, within couple of seconds, all of our parts and assembly files has been saved inside of 3D Experience platform. This icon indicates that the file is currently reserved by me so that my colleagues will not have access to edit it simultaneously. We will have some lifecycle options here, like we can reload this from server, we can also replace it by latest revision. We will also have options to change the maturity state, like currently the file is in work state. We can change it from in work to frozen or to release. We can also bump a new revision or create a revision directly from here. We can also create a new branch of revision from here. We will also have tools for the collaboration. Let me unlock this file, as you can see, and we can change the owner from here as well. And I will also have simulation tool access from here. So we are inside of Resume Design Data Collaborative Space. And as you can see, all the parts and assembly files are successfully saved here. By clicking on the file and pressing this I button, we can see all the necessary information about file, like type of file, name, description, who created it, when it is created, maturity, owner, and many more. Now, let's explore the other options like adding people inside of collaborative space. We can access the menu from the arrow beside Resume Design Data, or let me just right click on the empty area and select add members. So we can invite people with this many mentioned access rules. Public reader will enable user to see basic collaborative space details. As a reader, user can be able to see contents available inside of collaborative space. Contributor will enable user to have a reading and content evaluation access. Author will inherit all contributor access rights, and moreover, user can create and add definition content. Same. As a leader and owner, user can further create resource and administrative resource content. But note that user will not have access to delete the collaborative space. Only the person who created the collaborative space can delete it. Now, I'm adding one of my colleagues to have reading and content evaluation access. We just need to type the name and press enter. We can add multiple users at the same time by creating a user group that saves time and make the process even easier. And that easily we can add members and assign variety of access roles as per the needs. Now, let's look at the other options like editing the properties of collaborative space. So you can change the title, description, and type of visibility anytime after creating a collaborative space. You can also upload a thumbnail picture for better communication from your local disk. As you can see, I'm selecting this file, Resume Design Thumbnail, and within the fraction of second, it is uploaded. Now, if I want to delete a collaborative space, I can do it from here. But the only condition is the collaborative space must be empty before deleting it. Okay, rest, we have few options available here. Let me enter here first. Okay. These options will enable you to have different views of files and collaborative space. You can also sort files based on the modification and creation date and title as per your convenience. Also, let's look at the type of access. Let me switch to thumbnail view first here. So I have created this Resume Design Data Collaborative Space, so I will have full access to it. My colleague Mr. Kishan has created this collaborative space, Resume Standard Data, so I don't have any permission to delete it. Similarly, I will only have access to add a content here as a contributor role. And here, I only have viewing permission. So this way the access is managed. Overall, 3D Space provides a better user experience and helps organization to centralize and make optimal use of the data. Okay guys, thank you for watching this detailed video of 3D Space. Hope this will be helpful to you. If you have any queries, you can always reach out to us via this email or phone number. And stay tuned for such updates. Keep designing, keep collaborating.